up, guys? We are here in Green Mountain National Forest, and we are on our way to an old farm site that was abandoned in 1917, and that's where we're headed, so we'll update you shortly. Alright, I'm following description as best as possible here. I think this is definitely the house site. Not exactly sure where the barns are, but this property has some other unknowns about it other than the house. Looks like there's a sign over here. Yeah, this is definitely the house. Let's see what the sign says. Do not dig, remove, injure, or destroy any historic or prehistoric objects. Alright, so we're not digging here. So yeah, I was originally going to metal detect the area, but I'm obviously not going to do that. I heard it was okay to metal detect in the National Forest, but clearly not at historic sites like this one. This was the house of Chester McDonough Smith. And Chester farmed the area from 1847 till his death in 1903, and his son carried on till 1917 and abandoned the property, and it has been sitting here ever since. Really cool. There's also supposed to be 2 barns, big ones, like 32 by 42, I believe. And there's a big stone wall. That's how we knew where the farm site was. But there's some other curious stone structures on the property as well. This looks like one right here. Maybe not. Maybe this is just a clearing pile, but that's the debate up here is, are they early settler clearing piles where they pulled all the stones and cleared it for the field or the crops? Or are they Native American? Are they Cairns? This one doesn't have the characteristics that I think some of the others on the property have, which we're going to show you. They're along the hillside up here. So this is more like what we were talking about. I think there's a difference between a pile of stones and something actually built out of stones. And boy, this sure looks built. The way the stones are placed, it's just not thrown there. You got these big stones on the bottom, smaller stones on top. I was hoping we weren't going to have all this snow. Maybe it's better, the piles are really easy to see. But I promise I'll come back when there is no snow. We actually had no snow. That's the whole reason I came. and there had been no snow for a while. This may be the barn right here. There's a lot of studies that have gone on here, and I think they've sort of given enough information to know that it wasn't the farmer that built these. Because can you imagine the amount of time that it would take? This thing is just massive. It goes way down there. It just doesn't look like a rock wall. I've seen a lot of rock walls, tons of them. This one's just so different. And they're all over the hillside over there. And if you look, these sites are all over the country, at least on the East Coast anyways. I've also seen them in Scotland. They are, they're not unique to the US. It sure is impressive. All right, we're gonna take a look at some of these on the hill. Here's another one. It's just massive. They call these big ones platform cairns. It's unfortunate that we've got all this snow because there's some small ones, some really small ones that are horseshoe shaped up here, like half circle almost. And those are seats. And basically it's a ceremonial area. All those little seats, usually carved into the hillside like this. All right, here's one over there. Here's a couple on the hillside. See? It's like they have shapes to them. And they're all built off of like a big platform stone too. And then you got all these stones that are just perfectly intricately placed. Just doesn't make sense why if you were clearing a field, why you'd pile them up in such a way. Why wouldn't you just toss them off to the side? What farmers got all this time to make this labyrinth of stone structures? Just makes you think. It's too bad that we can't see the smaller ones. Like this is a small one right here, but this isn't the seat style that I was talking about. But maybe I can find a picture of one. We will be back up here though. They're literally everywhere. I think they said there was 150 stone structures on the property. And the original farm consisted of like 250 acres. I think it was actually bigger than that. He did give some to family, and he only cleared about, I think, something like 54 acres when it was all said and done. There's a mass amount of documentation on there's a lot of animal piss everywhere too. Maybe it's not animal piss. Maybe it's just the trees. There's just too much of it to be. Lots of yellow snow. Maybe it's from all these red buds. Yeah, that's that. It is a pretty spot. All right, moving on. See, clearly we don't really have any snow down here, so it's too bad. I had planned everything except for the snow. It's a cute little cemetery. And also the burial place of the Smiths. This is Chester, that's whose farm we were at. His daughter. These ones are amazing though. Look at these. "13 days, 21 days. I don't know what happened here. The stone looks to be made out of something, some type of a weird, I'm not sure if it's just the cheap stone or if somebody actually bashed this thing in, or I'm not sure what happened here. I can't make out the name on it. Findagrave.com has all these registered though. I'll see if I can find the name. Some really cool stones in here though. Some names you don't hear anymore either. There's one for sure. Abigail, Jeremiah, Emma. All right, we're moving on. The stone says goat. I'm not really sure if somebody buried their goat here or not, but let's say goat. I wonder if it caught fire or what. Not much left, guys. Just wanted to, I was just driving by this, I could see it faintly on the hillside over here where the house used to be. Little cellar hole here. I don't know how long ago the house fell down, but they still mow the lawn. Really, really cool. Just thought it was the prettiest little sight as we were driving by. I could see that little side hill, and I saw it right away. Very, very cool. Looks like some stone probably from the foundation right here. Yeah, I don't know how long the house was gone, but somebody's still looking after the yard, which is cool. Definitely makes somebody a nice house lot for sure. Cool little horseshoe driveway.